Okay, so let's get started. Welcome to everybody. This is the first meeting we are going to have as members of the data scientist program. So my name is Aina Adekunle, so you can just call me Aina. So I am completing my PhD in biophysics at the University of British Columbia in Canada. So I am one of the facilitators of the program. And essentially in the line of what you've read about already. So this is a program that tries to, if you know what is going on now in the world, so we are getting to the stage where data is becoming what the most valuable thing that businesses and even individuals care about. And from data, you can take many insightful decisions. So because of this, whoever has the data and has the ability or the tools to analyze this data will be the champion of this century that we have. So, but it turns out that historically, you need a very comprehensive education to learn the tools. So it started from doing statistics and all of that. Then people develop algorithms. So it was mainly academic. So you have to do BSc, you have to do masters, you have to do probably a PhD before you can even come across some of the algorithms that you come across in machine learning and neural networks, for example. So, but things changed when technology came in and everything is being democratized. And as young as you finish high school, you can start, or even before then, you can really start learning and using the tools that have been developed to analyze data. So it turns out now that there are ways that you can actually train people. So they train people like en masse at a very really cheap cost. So I will give you an example of what I'm talking about. For example, at my university, so where I also teach data science, so at the University of British Columbia, so we run a data science program that is for like, I think 9 months. But I can tell you the cost of this education. So each student, it's in the range of $50,000 Canadian dollars. So that's a lot of money that I can tell you that majority of people in the world cannot afford. So so there are many avenues where you can get the same thing or nearly the same thing or even better education with far less cost. And even some people have given the opportunity for you to learn even for free. So that is the example that we are trying to follow with the data scientist program. So we've partnered with Data Camp. So Data Camp is, can you still hear me? Yeah. So Data Camp is like it's a tech educational company. So they've been able to produce learning resources that in collaboration with experts. So people who are actually doing data science. So this is not just theory. People who are actually doing the work in the industry and also in academia. So they put these resources. They have these resources, and then you can actually get some introductory education to data science that will help you to then build on the foundation that you get. So instead of $50,000, you can get a whole data science education in 2 years. On data camp, you can access the whole of data camp resources. Let's say 2 years. In 2 years, you can't spend $1,000. So that's a big advantage. So so what we've done is we've partnered with them, and then so they have programs that allow us to give you all those resources for free. And then somebody like me and the other people that I think I would like to introduce now, I don't know if they can introduce themselves. I don't know if they are available. So we call them facilitators, because what we do is facilitate. So we are not the teachers. We are not teaching you. So you have those experts that are working in this area that have produced the courses. So there's no point repeating the same thing over and over again. So you can learn, but we'll try to facilitate. So facilitating means, so you see, we organized you. So you are from various areas, from different countries around the world. So facilitating means we're able to bring you people together, and then we tell you what we think will help you. So the courses that you should take, the kind of projects you should do, the places you should be going, what you should be doing. So we guide you in a sense, so that you can begin to, build your career in this field. So I don't know. I think I can see Omar Ahmed, who is from Egypt. So he's one of the facilitators. Omar, do you want to say something? Okay, he says I'm here. Can you say something?
Yeah, I'm here. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
So as Ainata said, we are here just to facilitate your learning journey. If any of you have any questions regarding their field questions or any problems on data camp, need any advice to facilitate your projects or guidelines on how to start, we could always communicate with us through Slack or our emails, and just ask questions, and we'll do our best to always come back to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, thank you, Omar. So that's Omar. Omar is a very good, person in data science, and he has had quite a journey. And he's Omar. You are doing your masters now in data science. Omar, yeah, Omar has participated in this program previously. So and Omar is an example of person that you should emulate, because so the way this kind of program works is the education that you get depends on you. So it does not depend on me or on Omar. So if you are given assignments, I'm not there. I can tell you that you can tell me that you finish data camp courses. I will agree what you tell me, but what did you learn? You are the one that knows what you've learned. You can go through the whole of courses on data camp and don't learn anything. That's very possible. Okay, so that is the reason why we supplement the knowledge that you get on data camp, for example, with projects. So we give you things to let us know, at least to communicate to us that you've understood the concepts that you were taught, or that you claim that you've learned. And this is the point. So before introducing, I don't know if any other person is here. Franklin, are you here? Omar, do you know if any other person is here? Okay, so there are other people, but so Franklin, if you are here, let me know, and the others. So the other thing that I'm going to say is, so your goal in this program is not, certificates signify that, oh, you've done something. You've done something, and then you will have a paper. But your main goal in this program should be that you want to acquire skills. Okay, you want to acquire skills. You are going to get a certificate. Yeah, that's good, and you are going to celebrate that. But much more than a certificate, what you should focus on is acquiring the skill that can get you a job. And then I can tell you very quickly what will get you a job in the marketplace. It is the skill that you develop and the portfolio that you are able to build. So a portfolio is a documentation of the projects that you've been able to do. So for example, if you say you know how to do machine learning, so someone asks you what is the work that you've done. So you can very easily say, okay, yeah, I have, just go and check my GitHub repository. You send them there and then they see it. Or you go to a job interview and they tell you the same thing. So you show them your portfolio. So that gets you a job. Your certificate, yeah, it might get you an interview, but I can guarantee you it will not get you a job. So focus more on getting the skill. Yeah. So that is the idea behind the data scientist program. So we'll provide you. So let me check I think someone is asking a question. So, okay, I forget quickly. That's fine. So we will try to answer the questions in the question and answer section. Try to ask your questions, and I will try to give you some feedback. So someone forgets quickly, that's fine. You can forget. One thing I can tell you is when you start coding or when you start doing your data science, you're not expected to memorize anything. So you just need to understand the concepts. So you can always Google, even if you don't know how to, by now you should know, okay, we are starting September 1st, but I can see that some of you already started the first course, Introduction to Python. So yeah. So even if you cannot remember how to import a library, that's fine. You can Google how to import, even if you're an expert, you can always Google that. But you know that before you know that you want to Google importing library, you must have the understanding that, yes, to do some analysis with Python, I need a library. So that is the concept. The concept is that you know that to use something, you have to import a library. So importing a library, you don't have to memorize the code. You can Google how to import NumPy. How to import NumPy, you Google it, comes, you copy the code and you write it. So the concept is that you know that you need NumPy. You don't need to memorize the code. So it's okay to forget. It's okay to forget the code, but don't forget the idea. So the big idea, don't forget that. So that's one thing. And then so basically we are going to provide you the data camp resources, and just to make some notes. So we don't give you all the courses at once. So we give you as we proceed, and then we supplement them with assignments and projects that you complete. So So you are expected to complete the programs or the courses and the assignments on the due date. But if you cannot.
Sorry, dear Aina, can you please make your voice louder because I can't hear it? Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. So can you hear me now?
Well, I can't hear you still. Can you make your voice louder, if you don't mind?
We are hearing you well.
Okay.
A little louder? Yes.
Yeah.
Just a little bit louder because I can't hear it.
Can you hear me now?
Well, yes. Thank you so much. I can hear you now. Okay, thank you so much, dear Aina. I can hear you right now. You can continue.
Yeah. Is it echoing? I can hear some echo.
The voice was a little bit not louder, so I told you to make it a little bit louder so I can hear you because it was.
Okay, let me. So I will have to. So we will give the assignments. You are expected to complete the assignments on or before the due date. You should try your best to complete the assignments before the due date. You can complain that maybe you have too much assignment. That's okay. But we try as much as possible not to overwhelm you. The expectation is that you should be able to put, we won't give you, we will not give you something more than, that will require you 20 hours per week. So most times you don't, if you spend 10, 15 hours, you should be able to get through the assignment for that week. So, and then you should plan your time. So don't wait until you have like 4 assignments and there's no way you can complete them. So if you cannot complete assignment before the due date, please let me know. Send me, DM me on Slack. So then I will know beforehand that your assignment is not coming in. So the risk with not completing your assignment before the due date or on the due date, and then I don't know that you are not going to complete it, is you could be removed. You could be denied access to data camp like automatically. So if I don't do something, so if you don't tell me beforehand, you lose your access, and so that's a big challenge. And in the past, some students have been in that situation, and it just makes things messy. So I don't want to come across as someone that, if we don't want to help you, we will not bring you here. So it is not our goal to bring you here and then let you go. So try as much as possible to complete your assignment. If you cannot complete it due to some reasons, you don't have power supply, internet is bad, but you have to explain in detail the situation, health challenge or something. So let me know beforehand. Otherwise, you stand the risk of just leaving us like that, and that will not be good. So Franklin is here. Franklin, do you want to say something? So we introduced the facilitators the other time. Do you want to say something?
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Aina. I'll just say the journey wouldn't just be easy for us because, as we've seen, a lot of assignments will be coming in once in a while, and we also have our individual schedules, but then we should try as much as possible to
Franklin,
fit.
your voice is not clear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, so I said I just want to wish everyone the best of luck. I know this journey wouldn't be easy, but then I would say it really helped me, and it can also help you if you put in the effort. Try as much as possible to reach out if you have any problems. My name on the platform is Franklin Ajay. I'm happy to help anytime. So all the best to everyone.
All right. Thank you, Franklin. So that's someone who participated in the past, and he's it's a very good student also. You know, Franklin was part of this program, and Franklin, you did a global competition in data science, right?
Yes, please. EY, the EY Data Challenge.
Yeah, and you came second globally.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so that's quite an achievement. So and then you start learning from somewhere, just as like many of you are just starting now. I know some of you have been introduced to data science previously, but many of you are just starting. So in a year from now, you will not believe what you can do. And then and it's because of the tool that we are using. So we'll be using Python. You can see that I expect that by the time you take one course, 4 hours, or two courses, 8 hours. So the first project that I gave you, you will see that, some things that you can do with Python with just few lines of code. Some of the projects in the first assignment that was given, many of them you can execute with just 10 lines of code. So it's not a big assignment. You want to calculate the number of seconds in a year. That should not take 10 lines of code. Okay, so and it's because of the kind of tool that we now have. Previously, you use programming languages that before you can even define just a data type, just to assign a variable, you have like 50 lines of code. So now we have tools that you can do things very easily and very quickly. So try to complete your assignment and don't get denied access. So so at this point, is there anyone that does not have access to anything? You don't have access on data insights. You don't have access on data camp. Is there anyone? Ibrahim, do you have something to say?
Yes. Hello, all.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you, Aina, for this opportunity. I would love to know if you can provide us with the whole material that we will take as assignments on data camp, so we can know where we're heading, or what the exact courses are we gonna take through this year of the Data Insight Scholarship.
Okay, so specific courses you cannot know. I just told you that we are not, it's not a, how will I put it? It's not a robotic kind of thing. So it depends on the challenges that we face along the way, and it depends on your responses. How do you finish courses? How do you finish projects and all of that? So we assign that as we go along. But I can give you the general framework, so you can go to the Data Insight website. So go on the Data Scientist Program page. So you will see the page where you applied for the scholarship. So you will see generally what you're going to complete. So we're going to complete, programming in Python, generally. Programming in Python, you're going to know how to do data manipulation, data cleaning, uh, data visualization, and then you're going to start learning about, how to do machine learning, and you will learn some neural networks, and then some statistical thinking courses. Uh, and you will be introduced to so there are like 2 or 3 courses that you're going to do as introduction. So you'll be introduced to structured query language, SQL. You will be introduced to how to use the shell. So if you are going to be a user of computer or a computer person doing data science, we expect you to be able to use the shell. So you are going to take a course in the command line, using the command line, and you're going to take probably a course on GitHub, how to use the GitHub. So because it's also important. So that's basically what you are going to do. But if you want to have like a general idea, so if you go to data camp, you have like career tracks, which you can also sign up for. So if you join the data scientist career track, so you will be taking many of the courses on that track. So you'll be taking most of them plus additional ones. Um, so that's basically, does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Ryan.
Yeah. So that's basically it. So if anyone wants to join on FB group, please join the group. Okay. What is that? Who is Fahad? So yeah. So that's with it. That's with the assignments. So just communicate so that we know where you are. So the other thing is that someone was asking about, maybe you are going to, so someone asked if they can, I don't know, maybe they prefer to do video or something. So I did a poll about maybe how you report your work. So the reason that you have to write about when you do your project is because we deem it as also important. So that is why we ask you to create like an account on Data Insight, and you should create an account on Medium. So Data Insight, because that is the platform that is giving you this opportunity. And then on Medium, so Medium is also a platform where if you've joined now, you will see that there are many people writing articles on them. So as you start learning how to do data science now, it is important that you know how to express yourself. And then you are the one that will market yourself. So if you do an analysis, so it is more profitable to you that when you do an analysis, you explain it, writing a blog or doing a video about it. It is more advantageous to you than to get a mark for it. Say you are in a school and you get a mark, you get 50 marks. The 50 marks does not give you anything, absolutely nothing. But if you write a blog and someone sees it and you are good at it, that is where you create opportunities for yourself, and you should share your writings on your social media. So whether you write it on Medium or you write it on Data Insight, you should share it. So as you are going along, that is how people know that, oh, you know what you are doing. This person is good, and then they know you, and then you create that opportunity for yourself. So that is why when we give you any project, you are going to do it and you are going to explain it one way or the other, whether writing or speaking about it. So that is with that. The other thing I wanted to talk about, so yeah, I can't remember now. So that's basically how we go about it. So you should be highly independent. So that is how the program is set up. Be at the driver's seat of your own learning. So what it means is that you know that, oh, you want to learn this thing, so then do it. So we will try as much as possible to just come around maybe once a month like this at the end of the month, the last Saturday of the month. We come and we talk to ourselves again about our progress and how things are going and what questions that we have. So yeah, so if you have any questions regarding the program, so you can ask now. As I remember other things, I will let you know. So do you have any questions so far?
Yes, Mr. Aina.
Yes.
About the blog writing that you just mentioned, it is really a great idea to do. But in the first assignment, the projects that in the PDF are really too simple, and they just need like a couple line of codes or something. So how could we like explain uh, such a simple project?
Yeah. Do you want something complex? Tell me if you want something complex and I can give you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, uh, to write a blog, we need like a whole project from importing data to
No,
like
no, no, no,
doing.
that's not the goal. That's not the goal of that's not the goal of the assignment. The goal of the assignment is if you're going to get a project, okay? And I bet you are going to complain that it's complex. How do you go about it? That's for sure. You're going to get that. Um, um, so the goal of this is, there are people, I believe there are people that have not been introduced to Python or something. And if you started taking the Python course, you've been introduced to Python, and the goal of this project is for you to quite easily see what you can do with few lines of code in Python. And yeah, that's the way it's set up. So the fact that it's simple and you can complete it in 5 minutes, I don't think it's a is something that to complain about. But if you indeed find it very simple, just send me a DM and I can give you a very complex one to do. Okay?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Or the other thing is that is why it's always good to have a choice. So we ask you to pick from a list of 10 and then another one of your choice. So so after you've done the one on the list for probably you can finish it in 5 minutes, then get get another one of your choice that will really challenge you and do it. So what you are asking for is within the framework of the assignment, isn't it?
Yeah. Thanks. I understood. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's good that if you have a good knowledge of Python already, that those projects will be very simple to you, and so you can try to push the limit of yourself and do. So, for example, you can write an application about the whole arithmetic calculator. You can write a program about the raw arithmetic calculator. So this is just testing your ability to use Python to write Python codes. Okay, to write Python codes. You can write a calculator that. So in Canada, many people try to immigrate to Canada, and then there's this. So we have a scoring system for people who want to immigrate to Canada. So there's a calculator for calculating your age, what points you get, the level of education that you have, whether you are married or not. So that's something that you can write a Python code for, to calculate what is your score that you get for immigration application to Canada. You can do that. Okay, so the list is endless. All right, any other question about would you like for me to mention group projects, or how would they reach the goals of this scholarship? Oh, would you like to reach the goals of this scholarship? Okay, Omar, do you want to say something? Hello, Omar. Omar, do you want to say something about group projects?
Okay, I have some questions about the projects. Can you hear me? I'm sorry, the voice has been loud. Okay. When I get home, I'll be asking you on the Slack group.
So it's very noisy where he is. We will not be able to attend to him now. So Omar, do you want to say something about, you're talking about group projects? Yeah, so maybe. Okay, so someone is asking, can you still hear me? So someone is asking.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can hear you.
So someone is asking about the Capstone project. Like I said, should we finish it before the deadline to get the certificate? So for the Capstone project, there's no deadline. So that is an open project that you can take as long as you want. There's no deadline, but you have to complete it before you get your certificate of accomplishment. So there's no deadline to that. Maybe at the end of the meeting. Okay. So yeah, any other question? And then yeah, we will. So yeah, there might be some things that I need to say now that maybe I can't remember, but we will majorly communicate on Slack. On Slack, try to be active there and follow the channels that are important to you. So for example, assignments and projects, so that you don't miss the deadline. And yeah, that's it. So Omar, do you want to talk about maybe grouping the students?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Aina. I wanted to mention that generally the scholarship will be divided into two sections, two main project types, where you'll have assignments and courses you'll have to finish on the data camp platform. Then you'll be assigned general projects that are being curated through time as you progress in your course. We'll hand you these assignments or these projects, and you'll have to complete them and then document these projects and your work through them, explaining what was your thought process, how you achieved that project or reach this conclusion, what are the things that you aspired from this project, and write that through a blog or a post on Medium or data inside the website in order to document and communicate your findings of this said project. So also we may consider having group projects where you both collaborate, and each student will have to collaborate with the other in order to reach a better communication and better cooperation between each of the students. So this actually is very important in the field of work. So yeah, and again, as we said, if anyone has any questions of any kind, please don't hesitate to contact us on Slack, either privately or on the general questions channel. Always keep keep your eye on your data scientist program channel on Slack, so you'll receive every update, and try not to clutter the main channel with questions and restrict them to the general channel so no one can miss pin posts or announcements.
Yeah, thank you, Omar.
Thank you, Omar.
Yeah, for that. So yeah, try to. So I try as much as possible. Perhaps maybe what I say at any time is important. So I try as much as possible to, pin down, the instructions. So when anytime you come to Slack, you might have a lot of messages, but try as much as possible to so any message that is important, I try to pin it down. So try to find a way. So on Slack, you can pin down messages. So try to look for the way that you go through the pin messages. So there, we also shared, Franklin shared like a very good tutorial on how to use Slack. So try to also go through that so that you can know how to better communicate using Slack and you don't disturb others. So anything that is general, any question that is general, anything that you think can help others, try to ask in the general channel, so where everybody is. But anything that is private or something that is private to you, yes, you can DM any of the facilitators. So yeah. So there's a question here. When we complete DataCam professional certificate, what is the value in market? Can we get a job? So so that is why you have to take your projects very seriously. The ones that we assign you in this program, and those that you have to find your hand to do yourself. So like I told you, taking courses is not the main goal of being a data scientist. Actually doing projects and getting your hands dirty in getting data. I shared like a Google they have like a library of data, so like a search engine for data, so you can make use of that. You pull up a data and you try to analyze it, try to do whatever, be creative about it and do it. Use the knowledge that you've learned to analyze the data, to ask questions, to answer questions, and then after that put it on GitHub and write a blog about it. So by doing so, that is how you can sell the ability or the qualities or the skills that you have. So getting a job, there's no, there's no, how will I put it? So there's no way we can guarantee that. But I know that just taking courses on data camp will not make you, I mean, what you really want to be. Okay, so try to do the projects, try to get additional projects to do. So this year, I think we might have to introduce maybe one kind of competition along the way. So for example, so there's what we call the cargo competition. So where you do competition with others and then you analyze data and do all of that. So those are the kind of things that gives you job prospects. Okay. So yeah, any other question? So if you have and there's no what is it called? So there's no pressure, there's nothing that is compulsory. So just do it as you deem fit. The knowledge, I can say, is worth it. You can you can yeah, you can create the opportunities that you really want for yourself. Just stepping using this platform, and we believe that somehow after 1 year, you see a lot of opportunities that will come your way. So no project will be. Yeah. So so the question is, are all projects on DataCamp? So no, you will get additional curated projects for you to do. And you can, very soon, you will also become you become aware of what is going on in the data science community. So you too, you know what to do, you will know where to get data, you will know like podcasts to listen to, you will know like people to follow on LinkedIn or on Facebook or on Twitter. You will know how to network yourself so that you are now in the data science community and you are receiving information about your learning and all of that. So, so all right. Any other question before we wrap this up? I want the meeting record. So yes, I think yes, I think I'm recording the meeting. So I will try to uh, post it maybe on YouTube and then send the link for those that were not able to attend. So yeah. Any other thing? Okay, yeah. So there's also one thing that I wanted to address. So yeah, there are many people from Egypt, so which is also an important thing. So when we started receiving applications, so we received a lot of applications from Egypt, and someone has already contacted me about it. Many people are not selfish. So there are people that actually drove people, they saw the opportunity, they shared with their countrymen, and a lot of them applied. So so it's good to share the information and let other people also participate. So yeah. All right. Any other thing? So if there's no other question, I think we're going to call it a day. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming. So we'll try to have another maybe meeting at the end of next month. And good luck with your studies. And I wish you the very best of it.
Thank you, Mr. Ayn.
Yeah, my pleasure.